Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, my dear Falconians of level 8. Here is your science teacher, Ms. Sayyida Sarish Essen. So, my dear students, we are going to continue our chapter number 9, heating and cooling, which we have already started in the previous Zoom class. Today, we are going to continue with topic number 9.2, that is effects of heat gain and heat loss. What effects of heat gain and heat loss we observe? The basic effects of heat gain and heat loss is change in state. Change in state of matter. Before starting the change in state of matter, we have to check some of the questions, some of the general questions which we observe in our daily routine life, that why do the ice cube melt? If we leave the ice cube outside the refrigerator, it will start melting after some time. So why it happens? What happens to the water when it gains heat? When we start giving heat to the water, what will happen to that water? And what happened to the puddle of the water on the road disappears after some time? What has happened to it? If we observe, after some time, the water which is gathered or make a puddle on the roadside or in your homes as well, it will going to evaporate or disappear after some time. So what will happen to it? So basically, what is the effect of heat on this change in state of matter? There are two things. One is the gain or loss of heat can change the matter only. Whenever an object or a matter is going to absorb the heat or gain the heat, the state of matter will going to change. And when it release the heat or lost the heat, it will again going to change its state. Simple example, if we are going to put the ice cubes outside the refrigerator, after some time they start melting, and after some time they will become water. So which temperature, which state of matter they are changing? From solid to liquid. And why they are changing their state of matter from solid to liquid? Because they are absorbing heat from their surrounding. Because the temperature difference between the inside the refrigerator and outside the refrigerator is very much. So when they start absorbing heat from their surrounding, they start changing their state from solid to liquid. Same goes when we are going to put that liquid inside the refrigerator again, and after some time we observe that it become solid, because it will going to release that heat which it is absorbed from the surrounding when it was on the table or outside the refrigerator. So basically, the change in the state of matter takes place by two reasons: from gain of heat and from loss of heat. Now, second important thing which we have to remember over here, that when matter changes the state, its temperature remains the same even though heat may be gained or lost. And you can see the graph given on page number 193, it's figure number 9.13 in your book, and the graph same already present in the on your screens as well. According to this graph, they are trying to explain that state of matter start changing when the gain or loss of heat is taking place. Now let's take an example of an ice cube. When the ice cube start taking or absorbing heat, the temperature start rising from -40 to 0 degrees Celsius. When it reaches to 0 degrees Celsius, it start converting the state or start changing its state. And what the change in state start occurring? It start converting from solid to liquid. Now here what the main thing you have to remember, that still that ice cube is absorbing heat, but the temperature remain constant until unless each and every single particle of that ice cube or that solid ice will convert into water. Sorry. Until unless each and every single particle of that solid ice will convert into liquid, till that the temperature become constant. Although it is absorbing heat from the surrounding, but the temperature will not rise. So when the complete conversion of solid take place into the liquid, the temperature start rising again, and when temperature reaches to the boiling point, means 100 degrees Celsius, the water start boiling and start converting into vapors, or the steam we can say, means start changing the state from liquid to gas. Now at that point, means at 100 degrees Celsius, again the temperature become constant till each and every molecule of that water convert into gas, that is steam. So here the change in state of matter is taking place from liquid to gas, and when each and every molecule of that water convert into steam, temperature start rising again because it is continuously absorbing heat from its surrounding, but the temperature become constant when the state of matter is changing. When the state of matter change completely, until that the temperature remains constant, whether we are talking about liquid to solid, whether we are talking about solid to liquid, whether we are talking about liquid to gas, whether we are talking about gas to liquid. In each and every case, the temperature will become constant when the change in state of matter started by absorbing or losing heat from their surrounding. So here is your simple home assignment. You have to do question number 3 and question number 4 from your book given on page number 215, and both of the questions are sort of objective type questions, so they do not need a big or much explanation. You can easily handle those questions. Very easy questions are they. Still, if you find any difficulty for doing those questions, you can easily ask me on my WhatsApp number. See you in the next class. Take care. Allah Hafiz.